Lessons of music.
The aim and final end of all music should be none other than the glory of God and the refreshment of the soul, said John Sebastian Bach.
So, music begins where the plausibility of language ends, by John Sibelius. This means that music communicates what words cannot, and that learning music is like learning a completely different language where you explore and to really understand music, you have to go in deeper and understand that every composer writes a song and writes their music with a deeper meaning.
Great composers. Mozart. He composed his first song at 5 and then published it at the age of 7. He's one of the most famous composers in the world.
And Beethoven, his dad was actually an alcoholic and forced him to wake up at 5 in the morning to play the piano because his dad wanted Beethoven to be just like Mozart. And that's why he made him practice so much, and in the end it did him good because Beethoven played for Mozart one time and Mozart was really impressed, and he composed a lot of symphonies, and later on in his life he became deaf. He lost his hearing, and still he continued to compose, and his 9th symphony, which was his last one, he composed when he was completely deaf. And then Bach was also a really famous composer of the classical era, and he composed a lot of sonatinas and other types of music, and yeah.
Learning to read music is like learning a foreign language. So here we have an example of a piece by Chopin, and music, it has a lot of different components, so learning how to read it is like learning to read a different language. Like if you see people when they're gonna play the piano, they look at this like they're reading it, and it's really hard. I don't know, it's for people. They have all this different, they have the different
clefs. There's the treble clef and the bass clef.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also different symbols for it, like the tempo, 3/4, and forte, which is how loud you have to play it. Then there is the these are half notes, so you play them faster, and these you play even faster. And also this is a symbol for legato, which means that you kind of bring everything together as one. And also for piano, you usually have both the treble clef and the bass clef, because you use the treble clef usually with the right hand and the bass clef with the left hand. And
there are also silences and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then these right here is crescendo and decrescendo, which means you have to get louder and
or softer.
Or softer. Yeah. Also, music is like learning a foreign language because you don't only need to understand how to appreciate it, hear it, speak it in a way, but you also need to learn how to read it. And many great musicians know how to write it.
Mastering the art of the piano requires a lot of patience, practice, and perseverance. If you don't have patience, you're never gonna learn. You have to have patience because it's really hard to learn how to read a music sheet. Practice. Every time you learn a new song, if you don't practice, you're gonna just forget it completely. Even if you say I know it, you're gonna forget. And perseverance.
But the beauty of music, that even though it gets rigorous at times and learning new pieces is hard sometimes, it becomes a part of your life that once you start enjoying it, you don't want to replace it with anything. And music is a way to kind of let go of everything that's
going through your head, going through your heart, and it washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. And it's something that you can use to completely relax and pour out your thoughts and your feelings into music. That's what many great musicians do in their music. And here's a video of me playing this song right here. You guys can look at it. And here are the sources that we used, and now MaJo will demonstrate lively a piece playing the piano.